So currently it is Sunday evening, probably 9:30 or so. Fortunately, I didn't get much done today because I worked until 1 o'clock, and then the Pats game ran until about 5. So all I was able to do was get serpentine belts on. I got the wiring harness back on. The nice Honda logo going across there. I'm about to mate the transmission back up to the engine. Oh, that's right. I put the clutch on. The fitment on the clutch is perfect. For those of you who are into cars, I don't know if it's officially a stage 2 clutch, but I did buy a upgraded clutch disc. So in theory, this thing should be able to, basically the clutch should be able to take some abuse, which is good because I'm not a very, let's just say, I don't take it easy on cars, I guess, which is evident seeing as I've already gone through 2 transmissions with this motor, but it should be able to handle some power, even though this thing makes literally nothing. But yeah, so I'm gonna try tonight. I just want to get it all mated up and then get this ready. So tomorrow I have the day off, so I really don't have any excuses to not get the car into the garage. But basically, I want to get the garage ready for the car to just roll in. This thing just drops in pretty much, and then try and fire it up tomorrow. I think I've done everything right. I guess we'll find out, but it should be fun. I think the engine, actually, I think this is the first time I'm shooting it since the valve cover's been put on, but I think it looks pretty dope. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like once it's in the engine bay. But yeah, get the old transmission on. Alrighty guys, so it's the next day. Brought the black car back in. She's all ready to go. Everything's tucked back out of the way, like all the hoses and things like that. Actually need to pull that hose up, but it's got brand new upper and lower radiator hoses. And then I put the new motor mount onto the motor. It's pretty good. So now is the moment that I've been waiting for. We're gonna drop her in and then start hooking stuff up. Probably within a couple hours from now, it'll be running, which is pretty exciting. I mean, pretty exciting, but yeah, should be cool. Alrighty, guys. So this is the moment that at least I've been waiting for. I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting for this moment for a while now. My father and I got all the motor mounts lined up, and it is officially in the car, and here it is. So the motor is just laying, it's just bolted up on the motor mounts there. As you can see, there, there's one in the back there, there's one right there. It's just sitting there. None of the wiring or anything is that, none of that's hooked up yet. It's just in the car, and it looks pretty awesome. It looks, basically what I'm going to say is it looks better than when it came from the factory, which is really what I was going for here. I wasn't looking to make a show car. I was just looking to make something better than what I had. And I think that goal was accomplished here, assuming it runs and everything. It might very well not. It might, shoot, I can't talk right now. It very well might not. Yeah, that's how you say that. Run. This is all I'm going to get done today. It took a while to get the engine in just because getting the motor mounts lined up was kind of a pain. I really didn't have the engine strapped well, kind of like at a weird angle. So it took us probably an hour or so. And also switching out the cars, I had to wait until, I completely didn't even think about that, but I had to wait until someone got home to help me move the cars. So, because I didn't have something to pull them with, but so I ended up using the Cavalier as the Cavalier that I've been driving for the past little while outside as like an anchor point, and I just used a winch to move the 2 cars around. So that took an hour, or so, because I was doing it all by hand, and I messed up once. So this is all I'm going to do today. It's about 7:30, and the gym closes at 9, and I want to get a good workout in, so this is all I'm going to do today, unless I come back tonight, which then I'll give you guys another little update. But tomorrow I'm working till 1, and then the goal is to have this bad boy fire up. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys, so it's about 8:30 at night. I just got everything hooked up. Actually, got everything except for the exhaust hooked up. There's no coolant in the engine, but we're going to try and start it. I'm just going to see if it fires up. Right now it's on the black car's ECU, which I don't know if I've explained this yet, but the ECU in this car is a little bit different than the one that's in the tan car, because they're actually two different motors. So this one doesn't have VTEC, and the one that was originally in this car did have VTEC. So they have different fuel maps, which basically means they need different amounts of fuel at different RPMs. So this one might start up, but it'll probably run like crap. If it runs fine, then I'm not going to change them out, but I doubt that's going to happen. So we're just going to see if it's going to fire up. Yeah. Also, it's going to be deafening loud. I don't know how it's going to come out for people who are listening with headphones, but yeah, it doesn't. It's just the exhaust should be bolted up right there, and it's not. So, all right, let's give it a try. She's running, baby. It's got a really high idle though, so yeah, that's pretty sweet though. Alrighty, guys, so I just finished doing a full, everything's hooked up, battery and everything. I just did a full heat cycle with this thing. As you can see, it got pretty hot. It seems to be fine, except for the fact that when it's sitting there with the clutch out, it makes this weird squealing noise, and I'm not quite sure what the hell's going on, but I was just standing here, the thing was running perfect, no weird noises whatsoever, and all of a sudden I just start hearing a squealing noise. And the only thing I could get it to stop was, the only thing I could do to get it to stop was when I pushed in on the clutch, it stopped. So what I'm really hoping is it's not the throwout bearing, because that means that this whole thing has to come back out. Which I really don't want to do, I'm not going to lie. That would suck. So yeah. Maybe it'll just go away, I'm not quite sure. I really don't know what it is. It could just be the throwout bearing. I don't know though. I guess we'll find out when I investigate, but it's getting late. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm just gonna call it a night. I've been working on this for a while now, so yeah. Alrighty, so it's a couple days later now. I've been messing around with this thing a little bit. I actually took it for its first test drive, and I drove it around for about 10 minutes, and the thing runs perfect. So that noise that I was talking about in the last video, or a couple videos ago, or I can't really remember honestly. Basically, I'll just go over it again in case I didn't say it. Basically, so the input shaft to the transmission, like where the power from the transmission physically goes into, or power from the engine physically goes into the transmission, there's a shaft there that's how it transfers its power. And the first bearing on there is called the input shaft main bearing. I had suspicions that it was done or ruined on this transmission just because of the way it was making some weird noise or something like that. And I was really worried about that, and so far it's still I haven't figured out a way to make that noise again. even after driving around for about 10 minutes, it never made the noise again. So I think I'm in the clear there, which is sweet. Basically, it's Saturday night when the nor'easter is starting to hit. It's just starting to snow now. So I'm going to take this thing out of the, gosh, what the hell, hold on. What is that? Oh, it's a bolt. Oh, ain't that special. I saw that hanging down. Little quick tip, by the way, if you ever buy a Civic, there's 2 parts holders right there that get covered by the hood. So I put zip ties and things like that there. In any case, I'm going to put the bumper back on. I'm not going to do the light bar right now. That might be a summer thing or something. When I get the time, I'll throw it on, but it's not really a priority. Other than that, though, this thing runs damn perfect. So I actually ended up switching out the ECUs and the ignitions. So there's the old computer. The other one's, I think, on the floor over there somewhere. I can't see it. Maybe that's actually the new one. Well, no, it's not. And I switched out the ignition, so now it actually runs on the keys from the tank car. So now it has the tank car's computer and the keys. What I'd like to figure out is if I can switch over the door keys as well, or the door locks, or else I have to carry 2 keys around at all time, which would kind of suck, but you know, race car life. But yeah, now with the tan car's computer, this thing runs like a gem. I thought it was running pretty good with the black car's ECU, but it runs way better. And also, for some reason, the black car's ECU had the rev limiter set at 4,000 RPM, which these things rev out to like 7.5, or I think it's 7. It's not 7.5. That's way too high. I think it's 7,000 RPM. So I was driving around and I'd get on it a little bit, and then all of a sudden the car would start jerking around. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, I'm on the rev limiter. So now, and also surprisingly, so this was it's an automatic transmission ECU. So I thought I would have to wire something up to get it to start up, like to make it think it's in park or neutral or something like that, because you know how you have to have your car in park or neutral to start it. Surprisingly, I tried it. The shifter was in neutral, and it didn't start up. And then I pushed my foot on the clutch. I'm like, huh, I wonder if it'll just work exactly like it's supposed to. I push it on the clutch, and it fires up. I was like, wow. So not only does it run, I also have the protection of the old ECU where you can't try and start the car unless the clutch is pushed in, which is really good when you like your starter. So, other than that, though, I just have this piece of plastic here to put back on, and then the bumper. And then I'm going to drive it out, pull the Armada back in here for like the first time in a month, and then that'll be pretty much it for, actually that'll be it for this project. Also I have to put the computer actually into the glove box compartment, because I think it's sitting on the ground there, I'm not sure. But it has to go into that hole right there. So yeah, and then this project will be officially done, at least for the stuff that I wanted to do over break. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bring it to college quite yet, because I still need to get plates for it, or I'm getting the registration transferred from the tan car to this car. And the sucky thing about it is, even though I purchased the tan car, it was never actually transferred over me for insurance reasons. So it's always been underneath my mom's name for registration and on the title. So for me to transfer the registration, she has to be present at City Hall. So yeah, significantly cheaper if it's not my vehicle legally, even though it is my car. So yeah, once that's taken care of, then I'll be able to bring it up to college, or down to college. But unfortunately, I go back on Monday night, and it's Martin Luther King Day, so I'm sure City Hall will be closed and we won't be able to get it done. So yeah, but in any case, this pretty much concludes the Civic project. I'll probably shoot a little video once it's outside or something like that, just to kind of end it. And then also, hopefully at some point, I'm going to make a cool little video revealing it once I've done all the body work and things like that, doing like a proper reveal video with some nice music and cool shots of it, even though it is a 100% stock car. It's just be kind of cool to have. But in any case, thanks for watching, guys, and